You probably know that Italian is a Romance language, which means that Italian, just like Spanish, French, Portuguese, and some other languages, is a child of Latin. There was a time when Latin was the official language in a large part of Europe, because the Romans ruled so much of the area. Before the Romans came, people spoke their own languages, and the mixture of these original tongues with Latin produced many of the languages and dialects still in use today. If you know one of these Romance languages, you can often understand bits of another one of them. But just as members of the same family can look very similar but have totally different personalities, so it is with these languages. People in different areas speak in very different ways due to historical or social reasons, and even though Italian is the official language, Italy has a rich variety of dialects. Some dialects are so far from Italian that people from different regions cannot understand each other. Despite the number of different accents and dialects, you will be happy to discover that everybody understands the Italian you speak, and you understand theirs. Although Italians are very proud of their language, they have allowed some English words to enter it. They talk, for example, about gadgets, jogging, feelings and shock. They often use the word ok, and since computers have entered their lives, they say cliccare sul mouse. Finally, there's lo zapping, which means switching TV channels with the remote. These are only a few of the floor of English words that have entered the Italian language. In the same way, many Italian words are known in English-speaking countries. How about pizza, pasta, spaghetti, tortellini, mozzarella, espresso, cappuccino, panino. For one sandwich. For two or more, the word is panini. Biscotti. One cookie is a biscotto. You may have heard words from areas other than the kitchen, such as the following. Amore. This is the word love that so many Italian songs tell about. Avanti. You use this word as "kamen" and also "come on" or "get a move on." Bambino. This is the male child. The female equivalent is bambina. Bravo. You can properly say this word only to one man. To a woman, you must say brava. And to a group of people, you say bravi, unless the group is composed only of women, in which case you say brave. Ciao. This means hello and goodbye. In addition to the words that have crept into the language directly, Italian and English have many cognates. A cognate is a word in one language that has the same origin as a word in another one and may sound similar. You can get an immediate picture of what cognates are from the following examples. Aeroporto. Attenzione. Comunicazione. Importante. Incredibile. You understand much more Italian than you think you do. Italian and English are full of cognates. To demonstrate, read this little story with some Italian words and see how easy it is for you to understand. Every language has expressions that you use so often that they almost become routine. For example, when you give something to somebody and he or she says thank you, you automatically reply, "You're welcome." This type of popular expression is an inseparable part of every language. When you know these expressions and how to use them, you're on the way to really speaking Italian. The following are some of the most common popular expressions in Italian. Accidenti! Andiamo! Che c'è? D'accordo? D'accordo. E chi se ne importa? È lo stesso. Fantastico. Non fa niente. Non c'è di che. Permesso? Stupendo! Va bene. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. I'll start with the tough ones, vowels. The sounds are not that new, but the connection between the written letters and the actual pronunciation is not quite the same as it is in English. Italian has 5 written vowels: A, E, I, O, and U. The following sections tell you how to pronounce each of them. In Italian, the letter A has just one pronunciation. The Italian A sounds just like that. Albero, marmellata, sale. Try to think of the sound in the French word gourmet. You don't pronounce the T. This sound comes very close to the Italian E. Sole, peso, bere. The Italian E is simply pronounced E, as in the English word see. Here are some examples. Cinema, bimbo, vita. The Italian O is pronounced as in the English piano. I therefore list the pronunciation as O. Try it out on the following words. Domani, piccolo, dolce. The Italian U sounds always like the English U, as in zoo. Therefore, I use U to transcribe the Italian U. Here are some simple words. Tu, luna, frutta. You will come across some sounds and spellings that are not so familiar. For example, noi, dai, diva, lei, auto. Italian has the same consonants that English does. You pronounce most of them the same way in Italian as you pronounce them in English, but others have noteworthy differences. I start with the easy ones and look at those that are pronounced identically. Bene. Dare. Fare. Ladro. Madre. No. Padre. Treno. Vino. Finally, there are some consonants that don't really exist in Italian, except in some foreign words that have entered the language. Exist mostly in foreign words such as jogging, junior, and jeans, and sounds like the E in yam. You find it in words like okay, ketchup, and killer. You find it in some foreign words like whiskey, windsurf, and buffer. It doesn't really exist in Italian, with the difference that its words derive mostly from Greek. Examples include xenophobia and xylophone. This appears only in foreign words like yogurt and hobby. When C is followed by A, O, U, or any consonant, you pronounce it as in the English word cat. Examples include casa, colpa, cuore. When C is followed by A or E, you pronounce it as you do the first and last sound in the English word church. Therefore, I give you the pronunciation ch. Examples include cena, cibo, certo. To obtain the ch sound before A, O, or U, you have to insert an E. This E, however, serves only to create the ch sound. You don't pronounce it. Examples include ciao, cioccolata, ciuccio. Here I present it in another way, which you can take as a little memory support. When G is followed by A, O, U, or any consonant, you pronounce it as you pronounce the G in the English word good. I transcribe this pronunciation as G. Examples include gamba, gomma, guerra. To obtain the G sound before E or E, you must put an H between the letter G and the E or E. Examples include spaghetti, ghiaccio, ghirlanda. When G is followed by A or E, you pronounce it as you do the first sound in the English word job. Therefore, I write the pronunciation as J. Examples include gentile, giorno, gelosia. To obtain the J sound before A, O, or U, you have to insert an E. The E serves only to indicate the proper sound. You don't pronounce it. Examples include giacca, gioco, giudice. Here's another little pattern to help you remember these pronunciations. The consonant H has only one function, namely to change the sound of C and G before the vowels A and E. It also appears in foreign expressions such as hostess, eat parade, hobby, and in some forms of the verb avere, but it's always silent. Q exists only in the connection with U followed by another vowel, that is, you always find Q. Examples include quattro, questo, quadro. The Italian R is not pronounced with the tongue in the back as it is in English, but trilled at the alveolar ridge, which is the front part of your palate, right behind your front teeth. Here are some examples. Radio. Per favore. Prego. is sometimes pronounced as the English s, as in so. In other cases, it's pronounced like the English z, as in zero. A single z is pronounced ts. The sound is very similar to the English z in zero, with a d added at the beginning, as in zero. When you encounter double consonants in Italian, you have to pronounce each instance of the sound. Doubling the consonant usually changes the meaning of the word, so to make sure that your Italian is understandable, emphasize double consonants well. Nono, nonno, capello, cappello, bello, caffè, occhio, spiaggia. Is pronounced as the English ñi. The sound is actually the same as in a Spanish word señorita, or better yet, an Italian word like gnocchi. Is pronounced in the back of the throat like the English word million, in words like gli and famiglia. It is pronounced as in the English scooter when it comes before a, o, u or h, as in scala, sconto, scuola. Before a and e, it is pronounced like the sh in cash. Examples of this pronunciation include scena, scesa, scimmia.